What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. If you watched the market today, May 29th, 2026, you saw absolute chaos. We're talking triple-digit percentage moves. $STG absolutely exploded with a 100.4% gain. That's a double in a single day. But here's the kicker. It came on what the company itself called weak revenue outlook. That's right. In this market, earnings disappointment doesn't mean sell-off anymore. It means gains. We also saw $PRFX and $REPL go absolutely nuclear. And on the flip side, $POAS got absolutely decimated, losing nearly 80%. Stick around because we're breaking down every single move today. And trust me, there are some serious lessons here. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's what we're looking at on May 29th, 2026. We had an absolutely wild session with extreme volatility across the board. The top gainers are showing massive percentage moves. We're talking moves that normally take weeks or months happening in a single trading day. Volume is flowing. Relative volumes are hitting that critical 1.0x level on some of these runners. And we've got some absolutely brutal losers on the flip side. This is a market that's rewarding catalysts, rewarding news, and punishing stocks that miss expectations or face operational issues. We're looking at everything from biotech to industrials to energy stocks, all moving in extreme directions. This is the kind of day where you need to understand what's driving these moves, where the price levels are, and what's actually sustainable. Let's break it down. As absolutely insane on the upside. First up is $STG. Sunlands Technologies. This stock crushed it today with a 100.4% move, closing at $5.45. Now here's the wild part. The catalyst was their Q1 2026 earnings. But the news actually said they had weak revenue outlook. So why did it go up 100%? This is classic market psychology. Folks, sometimes a stock is so beaten down that NES level is now critical support. Next, we've got $PRFX. PRF Technologies. This biotech runner went absolutely vertical today with a 98.5% gain, finishing at $2.72 on absolutely monstrous volume. 56 million shares. The catalyst here is legitimate. They announced a commercial collaboration agreement and results from a preclinical study showing that their PRF 110 demonstrated sustained and get ahead of itself quickly. Number 3 is $REPL. REPL Group. This healthcare stock rocketed up 87% to $8.50 on 51 million shares of volume. Here's what's interesting. Wedbush actually adjusted their price target on this stock, but they adjusted it down from a higher level to $6. Yet the stock went up. This tells you that the market is pricing in something bigger than what Wedb in dollar level closely as resistance. Fourth, OLOX. OLOX Industries. Up 67.7% to $8.25. The news here is concrete. They signed a letter of intent to acquire Vivacor's midstream assets. This is real M&A activity. Folks, when you see low-I announcements, especially in the midstream space which requires capital deployment, that usually means something is actually happening. 27 meters. Ed to watch for deal news updates. And finally, $DLLL. This one is interesting because there's no news listed. Yet it jumped 62.9% to $197.66. Volume was relatively light at 3.5 million shares. but relative volume was TWO.0x, which means this stock was trading double its normal volume. This is either a technical breakout, institutional accumulation, or the algorithm. NTY 9% in a day is absolutely brutal. $POAS. POAS Technology got absolutely hammered with a negative 79.4% move, closing at just 55 cents on 10 million shares. The reason? The stock was halted on a circuit breaker. Circuit breaker halts usually happen when there's a major catalyst. Could be bad news. Could be an SEC investigation. Could be material bad developments. When a stock halts and gaps do. Here's one tomorrow unless you're playing a short. $OCS. Oculus Holding AG. Down 41.5% to $17.33. This Swiss biotech had a brutal Q1, reporting losses and lagging revenue estimates significantly. When biotech misses that bad, it's not a quick bounce situation. The fundamental momentum is broken. That 1750 level is now critical support. But this has more downside until we see POAS. Has more downside until we see positive news. NCPL. Down 40.7% to $1.06. This one is showing up in pre-market decliners lists, which means it got beaten down across multiple sessions. At just over $1, this stock is in penny stock territory. Institutional investors are exiting, and that usually means there's real trouble. Watch the $1 level as critical support. CNEY. CN Energy Group. Dow. Watch the $1 level as critical support. CNEY. CN Energy Group. Down 36% to $1.03. They announced a planned acquisition of Bless, but the market didn't like the terms or the strategic direction. Even though they announced they regained Nasdaq compliance, the market is pricing in execution risk on this acquisition. This is a stock where the news sounds good but the market sees red flags. And finally, but the market sees red flags. And finally, SUGP. Down 32.9% to exactly $1. They closed a $6 million public offering, which typically dilutes shareholders. When you issue new shares for capital, existing shareholders get diluted. And that's exactly what happened here. The $1 level is a psychological support. But watch for further dilution announcements. Okay, so what do we watch for tomorrow? Here's what I'm tracking. First, we need to see if the gainers hold. $STG, $PRFX, and $REPL are showing real catalysts. But these are the kind of moves that attract profit taking and short selling on the next day. Watch for any bearish reversals or gap down opens. Second, $POAS needs to be monitored for any official news about why it halted. If there's an SEC announcement or another halt, this could go lower. Short it only if you're experienced. Third, watch $OCS and $CNEY for any follow-up news on their situation. Q1 misses often lead to multiple earnings revisions, and that creates opportunities for short plays or reversal bounces. Fourth, monitor $DLLL tomorrow morning. With no news, we need to see if this is institutional accumulation or just algorithmic momentum. If it opens down 20 to 30%, that tells you it was pure momentum. Finally, track merger and acquisition updates on $OLOX and $CNEY. M&A news tends to come in clusters, and if one deal gets approved, it creates sector momentum. The broader play tomorrow is watching the biotech sector closely. We had multiple biotech movers today. And that usually means sector momentum is building. If we see more clinical trial announcements or FDA approvals, we could see more biotech runners. Also, watch the penny stock space. With $NCPL, $CNEY, and $SUGP all collapsing, that usually signals that retail is rotating out of micro caps and into more stable plays. This could create opportunities in mid-cap, healthcare and tech stocks. Every single day after market close, we break down the top gainers and losers so you never miss a major move. Whether it's a biotech runner, an M&A announcement, or a stock that just completely collapsed, we've got the breakdown, the catalysts, the price levels, and the technical analysis you need to stay ahead. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you get alerted the moment we publish our daily recap. Tomorrow we'll be covering a brand new set of movers, brand new opportunities, brand new risks, and brand new price levels to watch. See you then. If you want even deeper analysis on these stocks, including chart breakdowns, risk management strategies, and institutional positioning data, head over to tdvw.com. We've got premium research, trade alerts, and real-time market analysis that goes way beyond what we cover here on YouTube. Our team is tracking these exact stocks right now, and we're updating our watch lists as the situation develops. tdvw.com, where traders go to get ahead. And remember, every move on the market tells a story. Your job is to read the story before everyone else does. See you tomorrow.